Skye Squad, we are back in the building, baby. It's your boy DJRichieSkye, and we got to talk about some reality TV news, baby. So I don't know if you guys happened to catch it last night, but I did not get a chance to do my my Married to Medicine recap because honestly, it was a day. So I saved that energy to do Dr. Heavenly's Married to Medicine recap. And boy, did we get into the teeth, baby. It was good. I implore you to go check it out. But I felt like we could still cover a couple of topics. And there's one main one that I really, really want to discuss from the reunion. And that is this tension between Dr. Simone and Quad Webb. Not to mention the way that Dr. Simone continued to sun Anila throughout the reunion unprovoked. Because at the end of the day, Anila has really done nothing to Dr. Simone. I'm not sure what Quad has done to Dr. Simone. I even asked her about it in an interview, and I asked Dr. Heavenly about it last night. Dr. Heavenly chalked it up to support of Toya. And maybe Dr. Simone's angst at Anila really stems from the fact that Anila has been perpetuating the notion that upon receiving the information from Carrie, that Toya had knowledge of the burglary that took place in Anila's home. Not to mention, we also learned during the reunion that Anila's home was burgled again in July. That's a series of unfortunate events, and I would honestly probably think about moving at this point because it just don't seem to be worth it. Especially after you've been gifted $500,000 worth of furniture via the blog, okay? But anyway, I digress. The highlights of the episode for me were the polygraph tests. Oh yes, there were polygraphs all around. Quad took a polygraph test to prove that she did not sleep with a contractor. She also took it to prove that she had nothing or no knowledge of Anila's, burgle situation. And so Anila also took a polygraph to prove that she did not stage her burglary. Okay. So it was just a lot of polygraphing going around. Well, Dr. Simone has some things to say about this on the interwebs. And in order to give you guys a visual display of this, because, it's one thing to tell you, it's another thing to show you. And so our good friends over at the Peach Report, if you are not following the Peach Report, I done told y'all, go on ahead and give them a follow, okay? You're going to get all the Atlanta tea, the Potomac tea, that's the main major tea, and the Love and Marriage Huntsville tea as well. So the shows we likes, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, this was tweeted, okay, after the episode, all right? Dr. Simone says, as she did on Watch What Happens Live, Quad's polygraph proves absolutely nothing. Hashtag poor thing. Yet again, I wonder, okay, I guess it is support for Toya, as someone commented and says, I'm glad someone else besides Toya is speaking up because I thought sis was on an island alone. So then Quad chimes in and says, what happens when people want the lies to be the truth and the facts to be the lie? Hashtag Married to Medicine. It was interesting because Quad did also mention that, oftentimes, people who enter certain jobs within the government may have to indeed take a polygraph. And so it's at least good enough for the government, okay? Whether or not it will hold up in court is another thing, as Toya did state. Dr. Simone then chimes in and says, when a fraud reveals herself, believe it. Hashtag Married to medicine. Well, is, as Dr. Simone stated, Quad a fraud? Or doth Dr. Simone protest a bit too much? That is the question. What do you guys think of Polygraph Gate? Did it move you one way or another? Or did you think, as Dr. Heavenly stated last night, and you got to watch her YouTube to get the full details, that Quad was looking for a moment? Let us know in the comments. Hold up now, we got an update, y'all. Quad has stepped into the chat. We see a comment here. Quad says this under the post. Simone is just plain ridiculous. She and I went to dinner last Thursday and had a great time together. I asked her, what have I ever done to her? Referencing her nasty treatment towards me. She says, you've done nothing to me, Quad. She went on to say, she goes against me because she doesn't want Toya to be mad at her and she needs to protect her side of the couch. So she's really the fraud, faking to appease Toya's feelings, placating to her demands. Girl, bye, pay it dust. Wow. This changes everything. And I had to come back in and insert this edit as I was about to upload the video. And I'm thinking to myself, this just is blowing my freaking mind right now. And this kind of lends itself to something that Dr. Heavenly was saying last night when we did our recap, was that Dr. Simone likes to protect Toya. That's what Dr. Heavenly said in so many words. But I noticed the timeline as well. Our interview with Quad came out, last Thursday? We interviewed on Wednesday. The interview came out on Thursday. They went to dinner, according to this post, on Thursday. So it must have been there that she asked her, what have I ever done to you? And now she's saying that, wow. Yo, this is crazy to me. This be the behind the scenes of reality TV that I'm so interested in, because sometimes it just don't always be what we see on the surface. Sometimes it's stuff underlying. So this is interesting tea right here. Okay. Wow. Kim ZOCIAK. Now, this is some, in case you missed it, news, because this news technically broke about 3 weeks ago. Well, I don't know why y'all didn't tag and tell me, okay? But I'm here to tell you, in case you didn't know, it's just po thing to Kim ZOCIAK. You know, we hate to hear this, but according to The Sun, Kim ZOCIAK is set to lose her $2.6 million mansion in Georgia to foreclosure after Bravo canceled her show, Don't Be Tardy. Now, The Sun did obtain legal documents that show that she and her ex-NFL star husband failed to pay back a $300,000 loan after the show ended. Now, we're going to get into some more details about that, but just to give you guys some perspective on what's really happening, it says a notice of sale under power confirmed that Kim had their 5-bedroom, 6.5 bathroom home foreclosed on and is being put up for sale. This will be sold at a public outcry to the highest bidder for cash before the courthouse door of Fulton County, Georgia. It was foreclosed upon because of, among many other possible events of default, failure to pay the indebtedness. Now, apparently, they took out the $300,000 loan against the home and, according to the documents, failed to pay it back. Now, it is said that she purchased the home in December of 2013. This notice of sale under power was published this October 6th. So just this month. All right. And the home will go on sale the first Tuesday in November of 2022. So as of yet, there has been no response from Kim, at least none that I could find. All right. Now, so if you are in the state of Georgia in Fulton County and you want to go buy the house and you got a cash offer, I mean, you too can go live in Kim ZOCIAK's home. Okay. You too can go live there. All right. Now, the home is valued at about $2.5 million, 5 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms, 6,907 square feet of space. The home was actually sold for $880,000 in 2012. Okay. And it's situated in the Manor Golf and Country Club property on the 18th hole near a lake. All right. So you too could have a home on the range, okay, literally on the golf range, okay, if you decide that you want to show up to the Fulton County Courthouse and provide your cash offer. Okay. Now, our dearest hope is that, obviously Kim and the family are able to move someplace, nice and things like that. But you know what the odd thing about it was? The odd thing about it was that they are estimating that the $300,000 amount, I mean, pretty much comes to about $2,000 a month. Okay, so was she just thinking she didn't have to pay that? I would surely assume that the Cashmere Beauty would allow her to pay for this. I would just reasonably assume that. So this is odd to me. I'm just trying to figure out with my newfound knowledge of the real estate, what is really happening here. Because I know Kim got some kind of. If I cannot believe Kim wouldn't have some kind of coinage left over from all of these business ventures. I would have to assume that she does. But anyway, the woman says that she's coming back to TV in some way, shape, or form. So we wish you well, Kim, in your fight for your home or your desire to maybe move into a new one. All right. So that's the news that we got for y'all today. Baby, so much going down in the Bravo universe. I don't even know if I have time to talk about it all, but we're gonna give you that for now. And then if something else pops off that we really want to talk about, we'll hit y'all back with another video. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.